He did it. Invincible beat the fraud allegations. Oh my god. This has got to be one of the greatest fight scenes I've ever seen, bro. I'm recording this the day episode 8 dropped, and people have already rated it higher than Ozzy Mandiaz, bro.
Malice, Pecos, I feel so invisible. Malice, Pecos, I feel so invisible.
But anyways, the fight starts right after the Invincible War. Mark finally decided to get his ass up and go outside once in a while. Already bro's doing better than Asmongold. But anyways, Invincible is mourning the loss of thousands of people in the city when this happens.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Andy Reid, is that you? You were given orders. You were given time. You were given more leeway than most. And yet I find that you allowed the Eagles to kick my team's ass. Dog, what does that have to do with me? Take it up with the refs. Speak when you're spoken to! Aye, damn, Negan. It's been 1.5 years since you inherited your father's mission. Yet I find this planet unprepared for the arrival of our Viltrum Empire. I mean, what have you been doing all this time? Beating your little shrimp dick? I mean, no, I got a girl for that, but like, don't care. Now, Mark is livid, and I can't blame him. I would be too. I wish some old-ass white dude that looks like one of the VIPs from Squid Game would try to press me. Actually, on second thought, my fight record looks like the Immortals. I should not be talking. But anyways, Conquest launches himself at Mark. Mark launches himself too, and the fight begins. And immediately, their impact causes a shockwave. One might confuse this impact for Ash Trevino falling, but for a second these two start holding hands until Conquest headbutts Invincible, and then he pushes him into the ground, this time causing a Desmond Watson-sized impact. And while Mark is on the ground hitting the Yamcha pose, Conquest starts telling him his motives.
Right about now, Anissa would be telling you how the Viltrum Empire would turn this wretched planet into a utopia. How you would be stupid to resist.
Fuck all that!
I want you to resist.
Is this nigga serious?
Bro really just said,
Niggas think I'm fighting to save the day, but really, nigga, I just like to fight. I don't care about none of that shit. Please, just let me go.
Conquest the type of guy to turn his body cam off. If I were to so much as reach into my pocket, Conquest would probably unload a clip on me and I would end up like Bobby Altoff's career. But Mark is completely against police brutality, so he chin checks Conquest. But instead of re-evaluating this fight, Conquest is damn near turned on by this. If I hit a dude and he starts talking like this,
what happens when I beat your ass like this?
Oh, I love you the more.
I'm scrambling out of there. Anyways, Mark pushes Conquest into these buildings, looking like how Optimus and Megatron fought in Transformers 1. But Conquest somehow frees himself from the rubble first, and pulls out Mark by his arm. Then he starts egging Mark on, talking about some
This! I want more!
And Mark responds by freeing himself from Conquest's grip and hitting him with the old Homelander special. Next he kicks him and then starts wailing on him in the sky, punching the mess out of him until they're up in space. But you know what Conquest does? He uses the blood in his mouth to blow a bubble, stares dead in Mark's eyes, and shapes the bubble into a heart.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
What in the Fleece Johnson booty warrior ass shit is this? This boy's zesty as hell. Putting him in prison would be like putting big booty African woman in front of Dr. Umar. That's a buffet for him. Free eats. Anyways, Conquest tackles Invincible back into Earth's atmosphere, and Invincible starts wailing on him. But he's moving like one of those deny, defended, depose niggas. He's having zero effect. Yet the second he gets one single decent hit in, he starts chatting the most.
You still sure this is gonna go your way? Boy, if you don't...
Oh no. The bitch and Mark just kicked in. These two have been scrapping for 2 minutes, and already Mark is showing signs of chronic fraudulence. Shit so bad it's got Oliver thinking he can do better. But to be fair, Oliver is the ripe old age of 1 year old, but has a kill count of 2 people, which already puts him above the Immortal. And of course Debbie's worried for Oliver's safety, but she knows he got that dog in him, so she lets him go with these specific instructions.
Don't let him grab you. And if it's too dangerous, you get out of there.
Now this will be important later. Anyways, Fraud Invincible is laid out again, coughing out blood, when he notices Conquest rocketing towards him. But he's powerless to stop Conquest's impact, and the shockwave is so immense that it shatters the city. So Oliver tries following Conquest and Invincible, but he's barely keeping up. They're that fast. But finally, they all land in this untouched part of the city. But Mark's body barrels into several towers. At some point, Suni Lee's probably hit all the positions Mark is hitting right now, and that's just wicked work. But finally, Mark comes to a stop, and for some reason, there's a sudden boost in animation. Like, look at this. Mark's hair's looking like Gracie Bond from the back. That ish is moving like water. But there's no time to admire this animation quality because Conquest pulls up, fully intent on putting Mark on a t-shirt. But at the last second, Mark yells out, "Stop!" hitting the "I give my heart out to you," and he actually stops. But the word stop must be like the hard R in Viltrum, because Conquest is flabbergasted.
Just listen.
Are you crazy?
Stop? I am the Sean Combs of Viltrum, and you think I'm gonna respond to the word stop? Yeah, no, I take it back. This nigga needs to get locked up. You know what's crazy? I'm just playing around with my interpretation of Conquest's lines, but what he actually says is way worse.
Hey, don't give up. You can do this.
Nah, I'm good.
You just need the right motivation.
And man, I gotta say, if I'm in a fight and I'm getting my ass handed to me so bad that my opponent is hyping me up and he's starting to encourage me to fight back, it's clipped, it's cooked, just slime me out. And while you're at it, slime out my homeboy too. Now do y'all realize how absolutely insane Conquest is? No? Well, here's more.
When I am done with you, I am going to kill everyone else.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was in his bag recording this, bro. Bro was saying Negan level lines 15 years later. But hey, if Invincible fails, at least we still have the Immortal. Yeah, I know. The Immortal has to be the Paul George of this universe, bro. He's so washed. But anyways, Oliver catches up, ready to slide for his brother Mark. And I'm thinking to myself, hell yeah, Oliver, put your paws on him. Yeah, okay, never mind. Take our planet, Viltrum, we're ready. Now, before Oliver can get dismembered, Invincible kicks Conquest off of him. Hey, Oliver, you're my brother, and I'm not trying to see you get packed up, so you need to go. But Mark must be speaking Swahili or some shit, because he's just not getting through to Oliver. Oliver's really out here saying,
We can beat this guy. I know it.
I'm crying, this nigga saw his skin one day and probably thought he was the son of Thanos. But no, dog, you are Kyle Kuzma. Your brother is Jordan Poole, and y'all are up against MJ. What chance do you think y'all stand? And yes, I'm comparing Conquest to MJ because he's only the second strongest Viltrumite. The LeBron of Viltrum is yet to come. And considering this bald-headed nigga is lecturing you all the while beating your ass, it's not looking good for Earth. I mean, Conquest really said, Worm, at your age, you were supposed to have developed a nice pair of Viltrumite balls with a nice, veiny, strong dick to accompany them. But I won't believe you have any of those things until I've torn them off your body. And yeah, sure, I was paraphrasing a little bit, but what the hell is wrong with Conquest? He's gotta be one of the freakiest dudes to ever exist, right up there with Anthony Mackie. But Mark is not gonna let any insults about his manhood slide. So he flies back at Conquest and headbutts him, sacrificing half of his brain cells for half a heart of damage. But Conquest is literally begging for more, so Mark starts beating the brakes out of him, giving Conquest the blue face beatdown, the Cardi clobbering, the Sheck West special, and yet bro has nothing more than a bloody nose. Meanwhile, Adam Eve wakes up from her injuries in the Invincible War, sees Invincible's name being put to the test, and immediately decides to spring back into action.
The doctor said you still have 14 broken bones.
Which means I have 192 non-broken ones.
Anyways, we cut back to Conquest and Fraud Invincible, and as always, he's getting dogged. Bro's really getting the "I will not have a gay son in my household" type of treatment. Like, I'm actually starting to think Hawkeye is a bigger threat than Mark is, because Conquest is starting to second guess why he was sent here. He starts copying LeBron's whole fucking flow, talking about some
Come on, man. That's too easy.
And just to rub in how sorry Mark is, Conquest pushes him into the pavement and starts skateboarding on bro. Like, dog, you are not Tony Hawk. But right before Conquest sends bro to meet up with Rex, Oliver kicks the shit out of him. Oliver, what are you doing? Saving your bitch ass? Man, fuck is you talking about? You calling me a bitch, bro? Wasn't this you 5 minutes ago? Oh, wait, I'm supposed to act hurt. Oliver, why don't you make like an egg and scramble? And shut your corny ass up, nigga. And tighten the fuck up, bro. Like, damn. I mean, between you and Paul, I'm basically the man of the house now. Bro, what? Now look, Conquest is old as shit. Him and Dolly Parton are going decade for decade right now. If we can stick together, we can beat him. Yeah, you can beat Conquest, Lil Uzi 6'5", and Biba Doobie can sing. Now anyways, Conquest starts tweaking the fuck out again. This is his response to being compared to Dolly Parton.
I'm old, not weak. But thanks for coming back. I'm gonna split you in half and eat your heart.
See, now I'm curious. How's he gonna stop that from happening if he's this gassed? I guess we about to find out. So Conquest backhands Mark and rocks the hell out of Oliver. And the next scene is so disturbing, bro. He really punched out all of Oliver's teeth, bro. He's literally throwing it up. Then he grabs him by the weave and starts pulling him apart, trying to give him that jazz treatment. And all the while, he's giving this bone-chilling speech.
You feel your body starting to rip. First your muscles tear, then your legs. This is going to be amazing. No! Let's go, Mark!
Yes, Mark, beat his ass! Show him that you're invincible! This is what I want to see from you!
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
Now Mark gets punched again, but Mark barely even reels in pain. He just hits him with a left hook, that knuckle sandwich. I might have to retire the nickname Fraudvincible, cause Mark is him. Meanwhile, Cecil and some medics pull up, get Oliver to a hospital, and around the same time Adam Eve asks to speak with Cecil. Hey, put me in, coach. Fuck you mean put you in? Look at your fucking leg. I'm not gonna let you go out there against the Viltrumite. But Eve is moving like Bonnie Blue with barely legal adults. She's not taking no for an answer. Cecil, you're gonna put me in or I'm gonna force you to listen to 10 hours of Lil Pump. Oh hell nah, you got that, twin. Now back on the field, Conquest is playing rock skipping with Mark's body. Bro's hitting the Die Lit album cover. But while he's doing this, Conquest notices a group full of people on the beach, which is actually crazy if you think about it. The Invincible War was like 3 days ago. These people are supposed to stay indoors. Bitches would rather go to Fort Lauderdale and cheat on their mans instead of staying safe and live. It's an evil world we live in. Oh, and speaking of evil, hey Mark, your father told me about the train incident. You trying to run that back? What? Bro, what the fuck? I just saw a dog get ran over, bro. This kid lost his arm. If he survives this, he's gonna be looking like Bucky Barnes. And after all this, Powerplex would still find a way to blame Invincible.
You can't keep getting away with this! You can't keep getting away with it!
But anyways, Mark gets dragged up to the air, but finds a way off of Conquest and punches him again. Conquest must really love the taste of Mark's fist. But instead of slamming into the ocean, Conquest slams into Eve's wall. Samantha Eve Wilkins is here and she wants smoke. And Conquest likes the idea of beating on women, so he accepts the fade. But before they can start boxing, Mark tackles Conquest. But before Mark can get more licks in, Conquest karate chops his femur, all the while clowning my boy for having empathy. First it was Tony Hawk, now bro thinks he's Ben Garrett. Adam Eve puts Conquest in this bubble and tries to go for Mark, but Conquest shatters that and says this.
You've got problems of your own, kitten.
Man, what in the Discord? What the fuck is this? Turn this shit off! Anyways, Adam Eve starts creating armor out of thin air for herself and is ready to stand 10 toes on business. She's really a ride or die. We love to see it. But Conquest hating ass does not want to see genuine love, so he tries punching her. But she stops his Timu ass Infinity Gauntlet mid-air, making the air denser around him so he can't move. Then she starts hitting him with all kinds of maces. She's going crazy, pounding his shit like Osama-san did that one girl. But Conquest destroys the mace. And then right after makes an astute observation. All that pounding is getting you tired, kitten. How much longer can you keep this up? I will fuck you up, creep. I wish you would.
Oh, no, don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things. Oh my god.
All this talk about smashing and fucking has got Mark daydreaming. Bro would rather imagine himself in the cooch than stay in the fight. He's gotta lock in. Now Eve is panicking. She has to hold it down and fight the strongest Viltrumite while Mark is twiddling his thumbs. So she starts spamming walls. But Conquest breaks through every single one of them. Now his ass thinks he's on Fixer Upper. But Eve summons a bubble around his head, making his ass look like Minion from Megabind, and smashes him with more maces. Then she starts throwing darts and walls at old boy. And she's actually got the Viltrumite Andy Reid on on his toes. It's like everyone in this show has better feats than the immortal. Shit, Business Baby could probably do better in a fight than he could. He should have been traded in for Business Baby eons ago. But back to the fight. It's clear that Eve is getting exhausted, and Conquest takes advantage of this by pounding the shit out of her armor and breaking it. Got that hoe looking like Ned Leeds Lego Death Star. And before she can react, she gets socked in the face. Then her abdomen gets punched through. Oh my god! Conquest really has her looking like Two-Face. And as she falls to the ground, Mark finally gets off his ass and catches her. And oh my lord, Steven Yeun starts pouring his heart out in his performance.
Cecil! I need you, Cecil!
Donald, clip that shit. Yes sir. He was legit beefing with bro a week ago. Now he's on his knees begging for it. Now as for Conquest, he starts on his hating shit again. He's smiling ear to ear at the thought of killing someone. He's even licking the blood off his arm. And while he's doing this, he's trolling the whole time. Mark, can you tell your girl to die quicker? I'm trying to run the ones with you right now. And it wouldn't be fair for me to kill you if you were distracted. You feel me? There we go. Now I want y'all to listen to this fire ass exchange, bro. I promise you, it's gonna change y'all's life.
For whatever reason, and I don't really care why, I was ordered to take control of Earth by any means necessary. You did something to piss us off, and I thank you for it. This has been an immense joy.
I don't give a fuck
How strong you are.
I don't give a fuck
How fast you are. I can see the future. You don't live to see tomorrow.
Yes, Mark! Invincible's back again!
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
So these two warriors leap at each other, very reminiscent of the beginning of the fight, and they shatter each other's arms. This clip right here is so tough. Anyways, Mark got a whole ass bone poking out of his wrist, but before Conquest can start clowning him again, he throws this nice clean jab. Then he does whatever the fuck this is. Rage is a crazy motivator, but Conquest bear hugs him and tells bro, little nigga, that shit don't work. You are not the Hulk. You are not gonna get stronger when you're angry. To which Mark responds by biting him, and this actually got Conquest in severe pain. And as they start pummeling each other in the sky, Adam Eve starts waking up. Her eyes are glowing and shit. She's going Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, Mark got Conquest pinned to the ground, and he starts pummeling his shit, making his skull vibrate and everything. But as soon as he looks away from Conquest for 1 second, Conquest grabs him and pins him to the ground on some freak shit. And while he's choking Mark out, he starts whispering in his ear.
I am so lonely. All the other Viltrumites are scared of me.
Nigga, I wonder why. Bro's trying to get me to sympathize with him. Meanwhile, he was putting hands on children. Like, was this not you 10 minutes ago?
No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable.
This is going to be amazing.
I am a victim of my own success.
Wait, hold on. That's actually kind of tough.
Conquest. I don't even get a real name.
Alright, look, now you're dragging it. Putting my ass to sleep, bro. Just keep fighting.
Take it to your grave.
But before Mark loses consciousness, Eve blasts Conquest with this beam of pure energy. And this beam incinerates his skin. Got bro looking like one of the Titans. Dick and balls exposed and all. And you know who else is exposed? Yeah, I don't give a damn about Conquest. I'm exiting the fight, cracking the mess out of Eve if I were Mark.
Have you lost your cotton picking mind?
Oh damn, he's still alive? You know what? I'ma do her like Loki. No resurrections this time. And with that, Mark starts beating on his face again. But Conquest is not trying to look like Dabo. So he catches Mark's fist and crushes it, telling him,
Got more than enough fight left in me for you, boy.
Not enough. Not nearly. Is this what you wanted? You enjoyed yourself. So having fun. Answer me.
and so the fight ends with Invincible headbutting Conquest multiple times. Got his face looking like a crushed tomato. And with the last bit of strength that he has, Mark crawls to Eve. They tell each other that they love each other, and they both pass out. She is knocked out. This is the same pose I hit after hearing about the Alabama bad baby beef. Watching paint dry is genuinely more interesting than that. But anyways, I have to give props to Mark. He beat the Michael Jordan of Viltrim and lived. He truly is... And he got a crack Eve. That's my boy. Anyways, right before this, the whole crew has a funeral for Rex. And, let me just play it.
To honor my friend and everything he meant to me, I am changing my name from Rudy to Rex.
Did Rudy just rename himself Rex? The best superhero side character hands down? The absolute GOAT of Invincible? Oh, hell no.
That's some bullshit.
4 fucking seconds! It took you 4 fucking seconds to piss me off again!
Anyways, while Mark is visiting Oliver in the hospital, he says this.
You were right. You were right about the Maulers. You were right about Angstrom. They hurt so many people, ruined so many lives. So if anyone else ever puts my family or anyone I love at risk, I won't hesitate to kill them.
Shit, I hope you do. Cause if you try that mercy shit on this guy, it's not gonna end well. But maybe a year from now, we're gonna find out.
I'm with the AP for 200K. They told me the frost, rainbow face. They hope I fall off. Ain't no way. I might be alright, but it ain't okay. Niggas got left. Niggas went right, I went left and stay left, and ain't nothing the same. They run their lips. I put my purple and stepping my foot in the pedal range. Spinning shit like a